Back on the Ports pregame show, Zack Bayrouty alongside Ports starting pitcher Jake Brown, who earned his first California League win last night. And Jake, a great start, went 6 very strong innings, gave up the 2-run homer to Grandal in the first, but then settled down right after that. Talk a little bit about how you felt out there last night. What was working for you?
I felt good. Starting off, I had good four-seam working in and out, and good change-up working. My two-seamer wasn't working very well, but then I got it on later in the game. I got it about the 4th inning, and I was able to get some key ground balls. The guys behind me played very well. They made some great plays, especially the one in the 6th when Christian got that ground ball that hit off his glove, and he was able to recover and to get me out of that inning. So overall I felt pretty well. I thought I threw well. I felt good, and we'll get them next time too.
You were terrific in Burlington. The numbers speak for themselves. 4-0, 1.62 ERA. Coming into the Cal League, it's like a totally different league, as you found out. I think your first night was that 14-12 final in Visalia with the wind going crazy. But talk about the difference in leagues, and talk about how good it felt to get that first win here in the Cal League under your belt.
Yeah, it felt good. Definitely the two leagues they have some differences, but I think the main thing is you just got to continue to work to keep the ball down no matter where you are, because you can get hit around if your ball's up or if you're not high in the baseball well. So you just got to focus on keeping the ball down. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, as my starts have gone on in the Cal League. My first start was really rough, probably the worst start in my pro ball career, my short pro ball career so far. But we're going to continue to work hard and continue to keep the ball down.
You were drafted out of Georgia Southern last year, went to Vancouver, put up some great numbers, had a 1.82 ERA, I believe, it just seemed like a natural transition as the numbers go. What did you say is the harder transition? And I know this is kind of a strange question because most people would just assume it's tougher to go from college ball to pro ball, but was it tougher to go from college ball to pro ball in Vancouver, or was it tougher to go from Burlington here to the Cal League?
I say Burlington here to the Cal League, just because the hitters are a lot better. It's just a whole nother level on the hitting side. You throw good pitches, and sometimes they get hit. I threw a changeup in the dirt one time, and the guy poked it out for a base hit. You just get base hit to death here if but overall, if you just keep the ball down, mix your speeds. The main thing is keeping the ball down because it's hot air. The ball will fly. But that's just basically it. I think the transition is you keep continuing to get better, and it's gonna turn around for you.
If I'm correct, you throw a cut fastball, right? And a lot has been made. There's an article this week in Sports Illustrated, I'm sure you saw or heard. Straley was in there. The picture was in there. I know you guys are giving a hard time about that, but you guys get to learn from the guru and Gil Patterson, and that article really talked about how Gil worked with all these pitchers on their cutters. Has he talked with you about that particular pitch and worked with you on it?
A little bit during instructional league. I had one in college, so he hasn't tweaked me that much with it. He just has been looking at my grip and been showing him my grip and stuff like that. But it hasn't really. It was a great pitch for me in college to go inside, but it hasn't been really working for me so far in the Cal League. I usually get it in on those right-handers' hands, and they usually get jammed and ground out. But it hasn't really been working. It's been kind of flat, so I need to get my arm up and get it in there. But Gil definitely knows a lot about the game. He's got an awesome knowledge about the game, and I just try to, whenever he's around, whenever he's visiting, trying to learn as much as I can from him.
Lastly, Jake, you've already gotten an early season promotion to the Cal League. What's an aspect of your game, one element of your game that you want to develop the rest of the year from here on out?
Just keep developing as a pitcher, and that mainly goes to taking what lefty has to say, and developing. Keep on developing the change-up, because that's big in this organization, and just develop pitches and keep the ball down. I mean, and get outs. That's the main thing, that you want to do to move through as quickly as possible through the system.
All right, Jake. Well, congratulations on your first Cal League win here last night, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Zach.
That's Port's starting pitcher Jake Brown. We'll come back with tonight's starting pitching matchup next year on KWSX.